Hello dear friends, let's talk about problems of Fiat Croma. Fiat Croma users complain of creaking doors and side panels, quick wiping of the skin on the steering wheel. From time to time you have to deal with the failure of electronics and various sensors. It wants to cancel the central lock, fan, ABS system, flow meter or EGR valve. The flow meter and EGR valve over time require cleaning and sometimes replacement. There may be problems with electricity, but also to a lesser extent than Fiat used to us. It should be kept in mind that Croma is packed with safety equipment and various electrical devices, so the right place for a potential failure can be cited as electricity. In the case of 2.2i 108 kW engines, ignition module problems, clogged EGR valve, oil pressure drop and lambda probe can occur. And there is a problem with poor lubrication of the drive chain, which in the worst case can cause the drive chain to burst. Diesel problems can be damaged to water pumps. 1.9 TDI with 110 kilowatts and 2.4 JTD. Flow meter problem, clogged DPF filters. Diesel engines, often 2.4 JTD, floating flywheel or EGR valve. Fiat Croma diesel can cause problems with the turbocharger, especially at about 150 km if not serviced regularly. For 2.4 JTD engines, the failures are floating flywheel, turbochargers, fuel injection pump and injectors. So all those problems that plague modern turbo diesel, except that there are fewer here and high endurance. For all diesels, the problem may be engine jerking, hesitation when accelerating to 1800 rpm to 2000 rpm. It is possible that the EGR valve is not working properly. All models with carbon black particle filter younger than 2006. Engine oil pressure indicator blinks. The ECU of the engine lights the engine oil pressure indicator at the moment when it is necessary to replace the oil and oil filter that have become contaminated by regeneration of the carbon black filter. The maximum distance traveled between oil changes depends on many conditions. The engine oil pressure lamp can be reset with the appropriate diagnostic equipment. Diesel with automatic transmission, hesitation in deceleration after acceleration. ECU engine software error, software upgrade required. 1.9 JTD, over time you will need to replace the floating flywheel, soot particle filter and turbine. Easily available substitutes have a positive impact on operating costs. Fiat Croma 1.9 TDI, 110 kilowatts and 2.4 JTD engines have problems with the intake manifold wings that direct the flow of air. The wings can fall off, fall into the engine and damage the engine. The problem occurred at the beginning of production. The problem has been solved since 2008. 2.4 JTDs at higher mileage are not uncommon or excessively worn out injectors weaker. Trust increased consumption. It was a call from Fiat for Fiat Croma owners to retain the rear suspension to alleviate excessive tire wear. Before buying, it is worth checking the condition of the steering mechanism. Repairs are expensive, and failures are unfortunately not uncommon. One of the main problems that Fiat Croma repairers point to is certainly the rear retaining clips. Due to the weight of the Fiat Croma, but also its secondary purpose, fright. The rear mounting brackets are under intense strain, so it is not uncommon for vehicles imported from abroad to be initially ripe for replacement. This is a cost that all Fiat Croma customers should seriously count on. Following is another common problem, and these are the balance rod erasers, and they should definitely be checked before purchasing. The Fiat Croma should be checked for the installation of the ABS sensor on the rear axle, as it often happens that the cables, due to the moisture that collects around them, have worn off. And then there is a problem with the ABS electronics, so this device reports a malfunction. The ABS lights illuminates permanently or occasionally. The problem is water penetration into the front wheel rotation sensor connectors. It is necessary to disconnect the front wheel rotation sensor connectors and clean the connectors, drive them to connect the connectors and protect the connectors with a thermal buzzer. Fiat Croma electrical problems can be window lifts, radio or air conditioning problems. The alarm may only occur sporadically. Very frequent alternator failures. In winter, the alternator housing may crack. Frequent blowout of light bulbs. From time to time, there may be a short circuit error on the fan heater. Start of production, which should not be underestimated due to the risk of starting the whole vehicle. The position of the contact lock in the Fiat Croma is practically taken from the SEP models. It is located in the central pole, near the gear lever. This interesting detail also brought with a problem that owners of subs have long known about, namely impurities and dust fill the inside of the contact latch over time, so it occasionally can block, and in the most difficult case it can be completely cancelled, so it needs to be replaced. There are also luggage door lock failures. Corrosion does not bypass the exhaust system. Air conditioning is a potential problem due to an external influence, which is the air conditioning cooler. It is positioned quite low and is often affected by stones, dirt and various impurities that the car picks up while driving. Unfortunately, the material it is made of is not of superior strength, and even the refrigerator is not able to hold too much of this torture, and over time becomes porous, so it needs to be replaced. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you're the owner of this car, then share your experience. It will help others to choose a car. Goodbye.